Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and hey, it's my first video recording from the new place. You know, I've got the camera angle a little wide right now. I'm still fixing a few things up, making sure everything is, well, level, as you can see with the video. But yeah, you know, new place, new part of my life, and most importantly to the video, new patch for Final Fantasy XIV. We've got some updates on the special site for the Dark Throne, some images, some description. So I'm going to go through those, check them out, give my initial thoughts, and share them with all of you. And you can let me know what you think about the various tidbits we have here in the comment section of the video below. So for this first bit, we have the Dark Throne. That is the main scenario quest. The boy is back. You know, I'm surprised they didn't use the Gleaners a little bit more. Even after patch 6.0 was done. Honestly, they even in Endwalker itself, like, yeah, they're an important part of it, but I kind of wish there was more of them, especially because everybody loves the boy here. Every time he speaks, everybody just goes crazy. You got Kryl in here as well. This screenshot, I think we saw in the letter from the producer Live 1 of 0, just being shocked. And we've got some new residents, well, not residents, some new visitors on the moon. Sooner or later, everyone seems to be making their way up to the moon. So glad to see that, but wondering what the context is for it, because that's got to be quite a surprise to some of them. With a gambit that would cost them their very lives, the Archfiends Cagnazzo and Rubicante succeeded in destroying the Void Gate hidden within the depths of Alzadal's legacy, thus barring the path to the 13th. Yet where there is a will, there is a way, and so the Warrior of Light and allies continue the search for a new means to reach the Void. Yeah, maybe we should head over to the first and ask some of our pals over there. They've kind of been working on that, although I think they said it would take like 100 years to learn how to open a portal, a big enough portal at a whim. Speaking of which, you should go talk to those NPCs. I would highly advise, so if you go and talk to the NPCs that were part of the combined role quests and Shadowbringers, they do have new dialogue now. After 6.4, big reminder, go speak to them again, because very likely they are going to have new dialogue again. New challenges, Pandemonium and a Baseos. So we just have a picture of our boy Elidibus right here. The serene expanse of the ethereal sea is marred by the sudden appearance of Pandemonium, which has crossed eons to threaten the source of life itself. Its walls loom unmanned, but you know well what horrors once lay beyond them, and in the silence can hear a stirring. The big thing about the second tier of Pandemonium was trying to bring back Athena. There's no more adequate a place to try to resurrect Athena than inside of the ethereal sea itself. So I'm really curious to see how they managed to get from where we are in P8 into P12. And I wouldn't be too surprised to see old La Habrea start to kind of show the absolute, I guess, peak of his madness. Because there's a few theories still about whether or not Hephaestos, what's his son's, Erichtoni, yeah, Erichtonios. If he's going to become he's going to somehow have La Habrea's mantle passed on to him at some point. But I think we're kind of beyond that a little bit. At this point, we're in the current day. And so I'm really curious to see if this Elidibus is actually the Elidibus that has rejoined, like it's his soul from the actual ethereal sea, or if even though Pandemonium is in the present and visible in the present with the ethereal sea, if we still actually go back to the first version to try to stop whatever's happening. I'm sorry, the first. Go back to the ancient times, go back to Elpis and go there and see if we're going to stop it there. I would love to have this Elidibus in front of us right here be the fully rejoined Elidibus with all of his memories of us. And I think they could do a lot with that. And I think that says that's also the same with La Habrea and potentially Erichtonios. We've got the Ether. Oh my goodness. That is an angry bear. Holy, that's a really, really cool design for a bear. Holy moly. I'm not good at recognizing the gear, but I don't recognize those fists on the left, and I kind of like them. They're like bulky gauntlet claws, and that axe also. I'm a big fan of these designs. I'm really bad at recognizing gear design, so I don't know if these are particular to the dungeon or the raid or anything. I guess I have to scroll down to really find out. But yeah, I don't know. I really like some of the designs that we're seeing here. More robes on the right, but the armor look here and the fists. Yeah, I'm a big fan of some of that stuff. And I can hear my cats meowing. This picture we've already seen for the dungeon. North of the Charlayan mainland lies the verdant Isle of Ham, a land long protected by the Forum as an academic asset due to its abundant wells of ether. Yet with plenty often comes peril, and what awaits will not so readily relinquish its claim to the island's lifeblood. So we're probably going to use all of this ether to try to open a void gate if it's that rich in them. It's just crazy to see the normal bears and then that super crazy bear. Zervan is the next Unreal. This description is almost always the same, stealing yourself for a fiery battle. Yeah, they like change a word here or there. Okay, come on now. They knew what they were doing with this. Good and evil, the war eternal. You're going to be hearing that a lot when you go into Zervan. Additional duty support. Well, we know we're getting the Stormblood MSQ. We're not getting 4.x yet, but that'll be in 6.5. So we'll almost be able to do almost all the 4-man duties in the MSQ solo as a pet 6.5. We're very close to it now, as a matter of fact. Duty support system has been expanded to include 5 dungeons from Stormblood and Crimson Sunsets to Heroes Rise, and the Warrior of Light must join with Elise, Hien, Gosetsu, and their Scion allies to bring peace to Alamigo and Doma. So because we have both Hien and Gosetsu, I wonder which one of them is going to tank. I feel like Gosetsu looks like he's built to tank more, but Hien tanks during one of the Endwalker role quests, I'm pretty sure. So maybe they'll just keep that and make Hien tank. That's probably for the easiest. That's probably the easiest thing they could do. And then that's it. That's all the updates to the special site for 6.4 for now. Some really exciting stuff and some things I wasn't even thinking about until I looked at. Again, the Elidibus thing, I'm so hoping for that. You have no idea. But I'm really excited for the MSQ and Pandemonium story in this patch. The final raid patch is normally, if the raid story is going to be overall good, the final patch is normally what brings it full circle and completes it. It usually kind of feels almost fragmented up to that point. But that's kind of happened with almost every 8-man raid tier in the past. And on top of that, I'm just hoping for a decent Savage tier after the last one and after the turmoil of top and DSR. It's been a rough expansion in terms of just consistency with raiding and everything that's happened in the raid scene. So I just want a normal, peaceful, week 1 clear before Final Fantasy 16 comes out. That's the other truth of the matter. Anyway, let me know what you thought about the stuff on the Dark Thrones website. Be sure to take a look in the description if you want to take a look at the images yourself. Like, favorite, subscribe, and share. And you guys know the drill. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, take care.